The sun was blazing over the shores of West Africa. Villages bustled with life. Drums echoed through the air. Children ran through the fields, and elders sat beneath the baobab tree, telling ancient stories. But one day, strangers arrived with chains, and everything changed. Thousands of men, women, and children were forced onto ships, packed together in the dark, damp holds of European vessels. The journey across the Atlantic, known as the Middle Passage, was a nightmare. Many perished, but those who survived carried something no one could take from them: their culture, their faith, and their resilience. When they arrived in Brazil, Cuba, Jamaica, and other islands, they were forced onto plantations. Sugarcane fields stretched endlessly. The whip cracked, and the people toiled from sunrise to sunset. But even in the worst conditions, they found ways to keep their heritage alive. They spoke in whispers, mixing their African languages with Portuguese, Spanish, and English, creating new tongues like Creole and Patois. They sang songs that carried secret messages, songs of freedom, songs that kept their spirits alive. The Europeans tried to silence them, banning their drums, fearing the power of rhythm, but the beat could not be stopped. In the darkness of the night, hands struck stretched animal skin, and the drums spoke again. From the Yoruba, the rhythms of the bata and djembe traveled to Brazil, where they became the foundation of samba. In Haiti, they became the heartbeat of Vodun ceremonies. In Cuba, they fueled the rise of Santería. The drum connected them to their ancestors, a bridge between the old world and the new. Religion was another link to home. In Nigeria and Benin, the Orishas were worshipped, deities of nature and human life. When Africans reached the Americas, they were forbidden from worshiping their gods. But they were clever. They hid their orishas behind Catholic saints. In Brazil, they called it Candomblé. In Cuba, it became Santería. In Haiti, Vodou flourished. They prayed in secret, lit candles in hidden shrines, and the spirits still listened. Even in their suffering, they found ways to nourish their bodies and souls. The foods of Africa transformed Caribbean and Brazilian cuisine. They cooked okra, yams, and cassava. They created dishes like feijoada in Brazil, a descendant of the stews from West Africa. In Jamaica, jerk seasoning carried the fiery taste of African spices. Through food, they remembered where they came from. Not all accepted slavery. In Jamaica, the Maroons, Africans who escaped into the mountains, waged war against the British. In Brazil, the Quilombos, communities of escaped slaves, built entire towns in the forests. Palmares, the largest Quilombo, stood strong for nearly a century before the Portuguese finally destroyed it. Rebellion was everywhere. Toussaint Louverture